So the video is getting a little long, so this is going to be the start of part 2. I picked up some games. I don't buy a whole lot of video games, but I know like there's just a ton of people who do buy video games and sell them all the time. These Genesis games actually just happen to be really cheap. I got these for $1 a piece, so you know I don't have to worry about like seeing if each one works or whatever. I mean, I'll just list them as is, I guess. But for $1 a piece, should be no problem. So Earthworm Jim 2. Let's see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tournament Fighters. The labels aren't anything crazy nice either. This Super Baseball 2020. It's kind of a different cartridge there. This is a not for resale Genesis. Let's see what game this is. Streets of Rage 2. I'm not sure if the not for resale is more collected or less collected. I'm not that great with games, but Mortal Kombat 3. Let's see, NBA Jam, original or arena. And Earthworm Jim 1. So I picked those up for $1 a piece, and some pretty good deals. Went to a church rummage sale and picked up a few items. One of the things I got was this Lennox. It's sterling and crystal pair of earrings. It's got the bag, the paperwork, all that kind of stuff with it. Crystal heart earrings. Nice piece. That was like a few dollars. I got, let's see, these are sterling and blue stone and pearl, kind of nice lever earrings there. Here is a, let's see, yeah, this is kind of a nice piece. I'll show you. This is a Gorham. Hopefully I'm saying that right finally. But it's got a nice bird with like a nest and some pearls. That's another nice like collector kind of piece there. Actually got I think 2 of those Gorham pieces somewhere. Let's see, I got this. I bought some silver plate, a bag of silver plate. I won't bother showing you that. You guys know what that looks like. But this one's sterling. This was in the bag of silver plate. I don't know, 10-15 grams, something like that. Nice old sterling piece. Nice to find that stuff. A just vintage crystal necklace. I pick these up sometimes. They look nice. A sterling blue stone. I don't think it's aqua or anything. I think it's just glass, but that's Mexico 925. Nice little bracelet there. I got quite a bit of watches this week. Here's a couple of them. This one here is a Mito, let's see, Mito wristwatch. It's a automatic, so you can see the seconds are down there, kind of spinning. For those of you who don't know anything about watches, automatics are the ones that you take and you shake them. I don't know if you can hear that, but you shake it and it starts winding. That's like a self-winding watch. Any automatic, even like this one, is you know, nothing special, but let's see if you can see it better. It's nothing special, but if you can pick these up for I would say any automatic for like under 10 bucks or something, broken, beat up, whatever, is still worth more than that if it runs. If you can shake it and it'll start running, or if it's broken too, depending on the watch. Automatics are always good watches because, you know, they just have to have a certain kind of movement to be able to be self-winding. Here's a Swiss watch. This is kind of a no-name. It's like a gold-filled case with 17 jewel little Swiss movement in it. Again, I think these were like $5 a piece probably I paid, which is just fine. That's about my average for any kind of watch. that are beat up like this. Like this one's totally broken. The crown's broken. There's no glass. It's yellowed, but it's a Bulova, and it's like a watertight kind of watch. I mean, even for like repurpose, for parts, for whatever, it's still got a little bit of value. So I picked up that one. I found that other Gorham piece. Here it is. It's just another bird sterling heart necklace. Another nice piece. I mean, I don't know how much I'll get for this. I'll probably just lot a few things together. But a nice piece for a listing with some nice sterling jewelry. Another watch. This is a purse watch. And it is a New Haven. Let's see if you can kind of see. It's all yellowed, but you can totally tell the Art Deco style to it. It is marked base metal, so I know it's not silver or anything. But I don't know what I paid for this, like 30 bucks or something, which wasn't the best deal, but it runs great and stuff. If you see New Haven is like not really a good like pocket watch or wristwatch or anything company. They don't really make anything really valuable, but it turns out like that this purse watch specifically, because of its Art Deco style and it's kind of unusual, is probably one of the more expensive New Haven watches you can find. Which was a good thing. I would wind it and show you. It runs, but it's like super loud. It ticks really loud. It's kind of annoying. But this one sells for like 40 or 50 bucks. So, I didn't really do too bad on it. I wish the glass was a little, or it's like a plastic crystal. I wish that was a little cleaner, but yeah, this nice little piece there. So I got this. This is another one of these pen watch, Penknife, sorry. I believe these are usually gold filled, right? And for $5, even if it's just gold filled, $5 is a pretty decent deal. If it's gold filled or sterling, you can get like 10 bucks for them or something. But this one actually turns out to be 10 karat. This one's 10 karat solid gold, and these little things sell for like 30 or 40 bucks. This one's in really good condition. It's got no monogram. A little spot there. And I have to tell you guys the story. This was like on an estate sale on a Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was 130 something people at the door. Every dealer in town was there, and I mean all of the heavyweights, the guys who are at every single sale, have been doing it for 25, 30 years, who will spend $50,000 in a day without breaking a sweat. We're all there, and they all looked through the jewelry. I was not one of the first people in the door, and I was still able to find stuff. So like little stuff like this that other people are going to miss. They're like, where's the gold? Do you have any gold? And they're going, oh no, we sold most of the gold. We only have a few pieces. But here you go. Here's a piece of 10 karat gold. And it turns out that wasn't the only piece there either that was worth something. So this was one of the watches that was there. It is a Bulova AccuQuartz. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Hopefully you can. It's on one of these cheapo stretch bands. Almost every watch is on these cheapo stretch bands. I hate them. They look like crap, but they were just, where's the gold? What kind of, they had like 10 pocket watches or something, and actually know the person who was selling the jewelry is another dealer, who's like a jewelry fanatic. And I found this piece. I was just like, oh, can I see the watch? And she hands it to me and goes, oh, okay, here you go. It's gold, 75 bucks. And I'm like, okay, it's gold. I'm like, what do you mean? Is it like gold filled or something? And because I'm like, 75 bucks for a gold watch, that's pretty cheap. So I looked at the back, and you can see it's like a gold color. It's got somebody's initials there, serial number and stuff. But I'm like, okay, it's probably gold filled. So for 75 bucks, I'm like, that's not really worth it. I look it up on my phone, and sure enough, there are some gold filled Bulova AccuQuartzes, and they sell for about 50, 60 bucks. And I'm like, okay, well, 75 bucks, you know, maybe it's worth the chance. But then I started looking at it and I noticed that down here, now it's going to be really hard to see. Let's see. Ooh, you get a little flash of it there. Says 10 karat gold case. So it doesn't say gold filled. It doesn't say, you know, that the case back is just gold. It says 10 karat gold case. And I looked these up, and sure enough, they have a lot. You'll see a lot on eBay that are marked 14 karat gold case, just like that. But you know, mine's marked 10 karat. And the ones that are gold filled actually say 10 karat gold filled case. So I'm really confident that this is a solid 10 karat gold watch. So this whole piece here, which is you know, pretty thick and probably has a decent amount of gold in it, is 10 karat gold. So I put a value on this at like 200, maybe 250. If I can get it to look nice and stuff and wait for a good deal. But the 14 karat ones bring like $400 or $500, so I figured this 10 karat one should be worth at least 250 or something. I saw a few that it sold. One sold for 180, but it didn't say 10 karat in the title. It said it in the listing, but not in the title. But yeah, there's a really nice 10 karat gold watch I picked up, 75 bucks. So here's a piece that I picked up that I've been looking for a long time. If you'll remember, a while back I found a small version of one of these. It was an 8-day clock. Wasn't exactly like this one, but I sold that one not working, 4 parts, for like 50 bucks. And these are always really collectible. I've seen these before, and people are always asking $300 or $400 for them. And I finally was able to find one at this estate sale, the same estate sale that had all the dealers that I got the gold watch from, the gold little knife from. They had a bunch of amp meters and altitude meters and different things, and this was with those and priced kind of the same way. These were in World War II. These were in some airplanes. I guess the Hellcat airplane. I don't know how accurate that is. It's what I read online. But this one runs. It runs great. It is in a Bakelite case, and it's right there. You can see it's made by the Waltham Watch Company. It's got the U.S. Navy stamp there. It's got the serial number, which is a little rubbed out. This is like the CDIA part number or something like that. It's got somebody's initials carved in there. It is a 24-hour clock. It's got the radium dials and hands. This thing glows like really nice when you charge up that radium. So I got this for $48, which was a great deal. So here is the major score of this week. So I got this watch here in this box. It says Kawasaki Kind self-winding. Well, this is not the correct box for this watch. The Kawasaki Kind is like a 60s Kawasaki promotional kind of watch that is still collectible, and I could maybe get something for this box. But it turns out the watch is actually much nicer than a Kawasaki Kind watch. Now, I didn't really know what this was when I bought it, but it turns out that this is like a really nice and expensive watch. It's a manual one, so that's how I knew kind of right off the bat that it wasn't the Kawasaki Kind watch. But this is, turns out, the nicest watch I have ever owned, ever bought, for sure. I bought the 18 karat gold watch a long time ago. I mean, that was nice because it was a lot of gold. This is actually like the nicest movement and complications and stuff that I've ever owned. It's like really way too fancy for me. But I picked this up for 40 bucks because I thought it was just you know, a manual wind beat up watch from the 40s or whatever. Probably not worth a ton of money, so I was like, oh, I'll do 40 bucks on it, and I got it for 40. And it turns out that this is way more rare of a watch than I anticipated. So this is a haste. So it says HASTE right there. It's totally worn down and you can't really read it anymore. But I was able to read enough of it and then look it up, and it turns out this is Leonidas. I guess it's pronounced Aste or something. It's a Mexican manufacturer who cased the watch but didn't make the watch. This watch movement is actually imported. It's a Swiss watch movement, and yeah, this is a really rare watch. So the first thing I noticed was these buttons. So when you see these buttons on a manual wind watch, that means it's got complications, so it does things. So I can stop and start the stopwatch there. The seconds hand is actually this register here. You'll notice that this one has 3 little register dials, and that is really rare compared to a dual one or a single one, or even the dual with the moon phase. This one's actually probably the most rare version of this movement. It's the I don't know how to say it. It's VALJOUX. I don't know. Valjoux. I don't know. 72C movement, which go ahead and look that up. Super expensive, but I can stop the watch there, and then I can reset it there. It doesn't go perfectly straight up. I noticed. I'm guessing, this is an old. You can see how beat up it is. I'm guessing that's supposed to go perfectly straight up when I reset it. See, like sometimes it'll do it, but it's not quite resetting all the time perfectly. So this definitely needs some cleaning. But man, is this a cool watch. This one will work. This button here will change the month right there. It's kind of hard for you to see, but it'll change the month there. I haven't figured out how to change the day yet, but this one here, you can see the day is not working properly. That just needs a little bit of fixing. But I'm going to go ahead and open up this the back here, which is completely blank. It's got nothing there. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you guys the movement on the inside, just because it's so nice, so you can see what I'm talking about. So just while I'm here, I'll let you see the bands. These are probably not the original bands, but they're nice calf leather band and vintage. But these are going to look way nicer than the stretch band again. I'm going to put these back on, and this watch is going to just look incredibly better with some actual nice leather bands there. But I want to show you kind of how you would open one of these, since I'm sure most of you don't know or haven't dealt with cases that much. I've got this on my keychain. I always keep this Leatherman Squirt P4. These are like 25-30 bucks. I actually just found one of these in my garage. It was probably my dad's, but it's got this little tool on here that is great for opening watch backs and stuff. It's just a little pick that also acts as a flathead screwdriver if you need it to be. But these things, I've used this thing so many times. It's just a lifesaver. So usually you want to find a spot, somewhere where there's usually a lip that you can open, but this one doesn't have a lip, and it's fairly easy to pop off. So I usually go behind the lug here, because you kind of get that leverage off the back of the lug. So let's go ahead and see if I can maybe pop the back here. Moved a little bit. Let's see. There we go. So that just pops off the back. It's got just says stainless steel. and you know, let's see, stainless steel back, Swiss, and then it's got a little case serial number. But check out the movement. And I know some of you are probably like squirming because I'm probably not handling this nice timepiece how you should, but whatever. There's the movement back there, and then just on that little crossbar right here, it says Leonidas Hoste. I'm sorry I can't get more of a macro photo. Again, this lens, you know, is killing me. But look at the complications on that movement. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. All the little wheels and the little set levers all over the place. Everything's super finely ground. The balance wheel just spins like butter. So I'm sure these two here that aren't working, or this one that's not working real properly, can be fixed. The dial can be cleaned up. Everything is fine. It's definitely a pretty expensive movement, this one here. So I estimate this to be worth a pretty penny. Again, like all this dirt can be cleaned up. That name can be lettered. It can be changed to a different one. These indicators can be redone. But this is about $1,000 to $1,500 watch in this condition, and I got it at a garage sale for 40 bucks. So go figure. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Please comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching.